winter weather could not keep some protesters away from the Capitol for a 7th straight day. Opponents of the governor's budget proposal making their feelings heard.
However, the governor is standing his ground, saying this proposal is the best plan for Wisconsin now and in the future.
We have a $3.6 billion budget deficit, and you really can't negotiate when you don't have money to negotiate on.
Those 14 Senate Democrats, including one from Northeast Wisconsin, disagree.
Voters did not elect him to eliminate workers' rights.
Good evening, everyone. Even without the Senate Democrats, though, part of the state legislature says it plans to get back to work tomorrow.
The Assembly is scheduled to take up the governor's budget bill. Now, the Assembly members will be taking up the budget bill. The Democrats tonight, however, say they will introduce a number of amendments to that proposal. The bill is meant to deal with a $137 million deficit over the next few months. The proposal would have state union employees contribute more money toward their health insurance and retirement plans. It would also take away most of the union's negotiating powers, known as collective bargaining.
It was another day of protests in Madison. Fewer protesters outside than were seen over the weekend, but inside, the governor again holding his ground late this afternoon, saying that he is not in any mood for compromise. Our coverage from Madison begins tonight with Fox 11's Becky DeVries.
So it's interesting to see how their logic changes day by day depending on what the moment is. The reality is that that's not acceptable for us because this is about balancing our budget not only today, but balancing our budgets at both the state and the local government for years to come.
The ceiling in the room where the governor holds his news conferences reads, "The will of the people is the law of the land." While Governor Walker talks about changing the law, just outside that room, many people made their will clear. During his Monday afternoon news conference, the governor said an idea floated by a Republican senator to take away bargaining rights for the next 2-year budget and then restore them is a non-starter. He also renewed his call for Democratic senators to return to work. They left the state 5 days ago to avoid voting on the budget bill.
For those 14 Senate Democrats, you've had your time. Now it's time to come home.
Walker says the clock is ticking and state workers need to contribute to their pension and health care benefits by April 1st or 1,500 state workers will be laid off. Changes didn't happen Monday as the Senate and Assembly did not meet. Both are scheduled to meet Tuesday morning. Assembly Democrats say they are ready with more than 100 amendments to the budget bill. And while the state Senate may not be able to vote without the Democrats, senators still plan to get some work done, including looking at a voter ID bill later this week.
Voter ID is one of them, absolutely. Yeah, voter ID has had a major public hearing and I think was, fairly well debated.